Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with another speed build for you guys. I actually built this quite a long time ago. It's up on the gallery already if you want to go and download it. But today we're actually building two camper vans in the world of Mount Komorebi, which is the world that we got with this new Escape expansion pack. And I had completely forgotten about the name of the world. I'm really sorry. You may have noticed my struggle. But anyways, this is something that I built, as I said, a few weeks ago, I will say. I have no idea when I built this. I don't remember. But I was feeling like building camper vans because I actually have been playing the new game that is on Steam that is called Camper Van. And you have to decorate and stuff a camper van, and that inspired me to build this. I wanted to have this as a residential rental lot, so you can have two different types of households living in here. The vans are really small, as you can see, of course, because they're not supposed to be big. And I started building in this like darker version, I would say, because it's kind of nighttime in my game when I started building this, because we're building in one of the lots that is up in the mountain. And when you do that and you start building without like daylight, you don't see the edges of the lot. And that was a struggle. So I started building during nighttime in my game, and then I'm gonna be moving into daytime so you can actually see with better light everything that I'm doing. But right now you see that I added a hot spring. That is an item that I don't usually use in my game, and I really wanted to have it in here. I don't know why, I just feel like it just works. But I did struggle trying to make it functional. I did play test this whole build, and this van, the green one, actually has a space for one sim, just one sim, but you have a double bed in here. So if you want to have two sims living in here, they can live here, but they're gonna be a little bit cramped in this camper van. But you can still have two sims if you want. The red one has a space for only one sim and a cat. So yeah, I managed to add pets in here if you want to have them. But I did have to do some changes off camera when I was playtesting this build, because they're so tiny, they're so cramped, and I wanted to have as many things as possible. I did have to change some things, especially in the red van. So you will see it when we get to the screenshots, and I will talk a little bit about the changes that I had to do when we get to that van. But so far, we're working on the exterior of the green van. I am creating the wheels for the backpack part back part of the van, and adding some tiny details here. I actually managed to have a shower in this van. I was so surprised when I realized that I could do that. I didn't consider having any type of bathroom situation at all in any of these vans, and I managed to have showers in both of them, so that was so cool. I didn't add toilets or sinks, like bathroom sinks, because there is gonna be an outhouse here. I actually built this when we got the Nature's Calling rewards challenge. By the way, you can still give it a try if you watch this video today, that is the 28th of August. You still have up to September the 2nd, I'm pretty sure, to finish that rewards challenge, and you can unlock the outhouse that I used in this build. And another thing that I wanted to mention before I forget, I mean, it's impossible for me to forget this, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. Today is actually my son's first birthday. We were so excited because we wanted to take him to a petting zoo. He loves animals and he has never been to a petting zoo or a zoo before. But because it's winter here in Chile, the weather yesterday was so nice. It was like 20 or something degrees Celsius. There was a lot of sunlight. It was just perfect. And today it's actually raining. So we had to cancel the plans and change what we were gonna do. So I decided to take some time and do a voiceover to have a speed build today. basically for my son. I don't know. I mean, he's one. He's not gonna understand anything that I'm doing here right now. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about my son because I'm so excited. I'm so proud of him. And yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys. He's turning 1 today. That's so wild. And yeah, I didn't consider to have this speed build uploaded today, but I have this free time. My boyfriend and my son went to get some Chinese food for lunch, so I have this kind of gap between me staying with my son the whole day and playing with him and like all those things. And I decided to do this voiceover. So if it feels weird or improvised, I mean, I improvise all my voiceovers, but if this one feels more improvised than usual, you know now why it is. I wasn't considering uploading anything today because I was supposed to be at a petting zoo. But anyways, we're working on the exterior of the second van, and this one I built it in a diagonal. And because I did that, I had to have this kind of weird triangular platform here to add the stairs to get to the inside of this van. And because if it's in a diagonal, I struggled a little bit trying to find out the perfect windows that I wanted to use. Because when you play, like when you build in a diagonal, the windows kind of widen up. It looks really weird. They change their size and they look wider than usual, and sometimes they don't look nice. So that's why I struggled a little bit, but I ended up going with those two types of windows. So the rectangular one is from Snowy Escape, and the circular one I'm pretty sure is from Businesses and Hobbies. I could be mistaken. There was an issue with this lot because I'm building it backwards because of the light issue that we have sometimes in the game. Some of the worlds don't have the best lighting, and because of that I decided to build this backwards. And when I was rotating this lot, when I finished it, my game crashed because it didn't allow me to rotate the lot. So when I uploaded it to the gallery, it's actually backwards because I couldn't change it. And I think it has to do with one of the rocks that I used in the in the onsen that I added. It's not an onsen, the hot spring that I added, because you saw me struggling a little bit with the terrain paint as well. There was an issue there, and I think it has to do with one of the rocks, but I didn't check that. But anyways, I don't think it's such big of a deal that this lot is backwards. I mean, it's still functional. You can still play with it. And I really wanted to make use of the new plants that we got with the fairy pack. Because they're new. I wanted to see if I could grow some of the plants here to have them in outside of the van. I'm pretty sure I ended up getting rid of those because, I mean, this lot is always in the snow, so it would be kind of weird, not realistic to have plants there. But I don't know if I kept them. I don't remember. But we will see. We will see. I still thought it would be like a nice idea to have some plants here, so the Sims living in here actually can grow some of the food that they eat. But now we're decorating the interior of the green van, and you see I went for this kind of pink color, and I used that bed from high school years, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, the kitchen is this like what you see now. That's the kitchen. It's literally two counters, a microwave, a mini fridge, and an oven. I didn't have a stove in here. I didn't think it was too necessary to have a stove because I didn't have the space for it. In the other van, I actually added a full kitchen, so you can play in either of them and you can have a full kitchen if you want in the other one. But yeah, here I decided to use this shelf from the Pastel Pop Kit as a separation between the kitchen and the bedroom area or something. But because I sized it down, there was a lighting glitch here, so you can see the kitchen is quite dark now. I had to figure out how to make it brighter because I don't know why it happened, and you will see me struggling with it because by this moment I haven't figured out that there's an issue with the lighting. I haven't noticed it. So yeah, You see me decorating this shelf, adding some different pieces of decor here. I added, of course, the new lamp that we got with Enchanted by Nature because it's beautiful. I still don't know what kind of thing that is, like what kind of nut that is. I don't know the name of it. But anyways, I decided to add it in there because it's beautiful. I thought that maybe the sim that actually lives in this van is more of a kind of, I don't want to say gamer, but more of a collector, and they like pretty things, like cutesy little stuff, and maybe they collect different like toys and stuff like that. But now you see that I'm adding these string lights here from Businesses and Hobbies to add more light into the kitchen, so there's not like that weird shadow. And I think it works. I think it makes sense. Now we're struggling a little bit with the curtains there, but I ended up making it work. And I didn't forget to add the burglar alarm, so that's good because you cannot, I mean, if you get the burglar here and they try to steal something, the alarm will activate, so that's great. And there where I added the mirror is actually where I'm gonna be adding the shower, and you will see it when we get to that part. By this moment I was just decorating and I thought, okay, but it would be great if we had a shower, because as I said, I started building this, and the inspiration for this build was basically this new game that I talked about. It's CAMPER, and you can find it in Steam. That's the word. Oh my god, I don't know how to talk today. I'm really sorry. But yeah, because of that, I was trying to figure out how to add everything, because in that van that I'm decorating currently in that game, there is a specific area for a shower, and you can have like this kind of pull out toilets that we don't have in the game. So that's why I decided to add the outhouse, because otherwise there wouldn't be any toilets here. But I really wanted to have a shower, and I made it work, and I was so happy with that. But now we're moving into the other van. This one is the one that is for one sim and a cat, and I had to do some changes in this one in particular because of all the cat things that I needed to add. Some of them weren't working, and there was an issue because I added a bunk bed here in order to have the necessary space. I added a bunk bed, and because of that there were some routing issues or something, I don't know, but my sim couldn't access the bed, and then I had to move some of the things. I couldn't alt place anything. It was a struggle, but I made it work. And the area here that I'm decorating right now, originally was gonna be a sitting area because I wanted to have like a proper living area here, but this is where the like the shower ends up going, and I'm gonna be getting rid of the dresser that I added in there, like the closet that I added, because the dresser is gonna be here under the bunk bed. So yeah, and as I said, I did play test everything. I was so nervous about this not being functional, especially the shower. I was really nervous about that, but it does work, and that's so great. So instead of having the dresser there, I added a kitty litter box for the cat. And here's where my issues began, because adding the old placing the plant actually made this not functional. I don't know why. So yeah, that was something that I had to work on. So yeah, I just had to deal with this. It was kind of weird. I actually had to stop the voiceover, so I don't know what I was talking about when I stopped the recording. That's something that I never do. I never stop recording because I lose track of what I was talking about, and that's what happened today. But yeah, you see that I'm adding some things here. I wanted to have like a table or any type of surface here to add some decorations in the toilet, like in the shower area. And I ended up going with this modular piece from high school years, and then I had to alt place. As you see, I used the tool mod to move the decorations here because I couldn't make them like position in the way that I wanted them to go. But here I decided to make the kitchen a little bit bigger, so I moved the mini fridge and the oven, and I decided to add a stove as well. So there's that stove that we got with Dream Home Decorator. And yeah, because as I said, I was all placing stuff under the bunk bed. I think that was the issue that I had to get rid of everything there. So I'm pretty sure when you download this build, there's gonna be only a TV in the dresser. And also I had issues here with the football, and I had to find the perfect position for it. So I don't know where I moved it. I just know that I struggled because I wanted to have also the scratching post that I added in there. It was the tiniest one, like the narrowest one that I could use. So yeah, there were some issues here with the bunk bed in particular because everything else worked just fine, but it was the bunk bed that was the whole issue that I had. Now we're moving again to the outside and we're finishing the decorations here with some plants. And I just decided to add some of these lavender plants here because I thought that this area needed something else, needed more plants, more textures and stuff like that. And yeah, but I made this a little bit longer, but it's not necessary like anything in particular. I just decided to make it a little bit longer for looks. That's it. But yeah, that's very much it for this build. So I really hope you guys liked it. And if you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.